Formal wear. Hannah Coleman from South Australia. Hannah's garment was inspired by the 60s model icon Twiggy and one of the Kylie Minogue dresses from the BJA collection. The iconic images of the 60s have been individually computer printed onto A4 pieces of fabric. These fabric images have been sewn together randomly to form the main body of the skirt, which has an underlay of purple tulle and random shots of different fabrics. Stephanie Kingsman from Western Australia. This is a self-designed, colourfully patterned dress made for Stephanie's Year 12 school ball. It consists of two main parts. The lined bodice is made up of coloured silk and chiffon hand-pieced hexagons. Saskia Bar-Schmidt from Victoria. This garment was constructed in Year 12 during Saskia's textile studies. The task was to create a garment constructed solely out of silk materials and processes offered by Beautiful Silks, a premier supplier of silk merchandise. Jessica O'Brien from Tasmania. Jessica's stunning knee-length dress has been designed to hug her slim figure. The black fabric overlay with red and black lace features a fitted bodice with a sweetheart neckline. Alicia Shrew from Queensland. The inspiration of this garment evolved from old and new designs in the fashion industry, infused with the timeless couture elegance of Paris. The aim is to combine old and new trends through designs that are everlasting. Brittany Fowler from New South Wales. The inspiration of this dress was a waterfall. This is shown through the silver ribbons that begin at the front of the dress. They continue over the flap, which is lined with silver lamb fabric. Nicole Garver from South Australia. The dress is made up of 5 separate layers of fabric, chiffon, satin and a fine interfacing. A Vogue pattern was used and altered several times to create this unique and one-off formal dress. Amy Gauchi from Victoria. Amy is inspired by nature and wildlife, with a particular focus on the majestic beauty of the peacock. Her design contains contrasting layers of fabrics that are leaf-shaped. These layers create the illusion of a peacock. Jackie Rawson from New South Wales. This design was inspired by the Roman era around 30 BC of women who had confidence in themselves, which gave them power, sophistication and beauty. This was the aim of the final design. Colours such as red and purple were signs of royalty and power, which was the reason why they were chosen for this garment. Shalini Duncan from Western Australia. Shalini's garment has been inspired by the 1950s, which is known as the Decade of Elegance. She experimented with many different fabrics and styles and finally ended up with the ivory-coloured cocktail dress. Gemma Dwyer from Tasmania. This slim-fitting dress is created from georgette material featuring a dark, pink, intricate paisley pattern. Paulina Lazic from Queensland. Paulina wanted to make a dark dress that was both feminine and elegant, thus choosing Thai silk taffeta polyester as her fabric. The dress was very sensual with a backless theme. After deciding that this dress was about the worth and expense of a luxurious life, the main theme, diamonds, came to fruition. Hannah McMullen from Victoria. This garment is based around the uses and manipulations of wool. The base of the dress is made out of a natural woolen coloured fabric and has been decorated using various techniques. Nikisha Richardson from Queensland. This garment was designed with saving the environment in mind. The fabric and accessories were purchased from an opportunity shop. The black fabric was originally a tent. Elk Chambers from South Australia. This full skirt wedding dress has been constructed with great lengths of tulle which flows off the lower hips. Alexandra Hawes from New South Wales. This cocktail dress captures several different emotions, moods and feelings. The dress is a fitted design which allows curves to be flaunted. The foundation of the dress is fully lined and has boning to accentuate the wearer's natural shape. The intention is for the dress to look and feel elegant. Sammy Gardner from Western Australia. This full-length gown was designed and made to be worn at Sammy's Year 12 ball. The dress is made from platinum grey silk jupon and was hand crushed through a very time-consuming process. Jennifer Lamont from Tasmania. Jennifer is wearing a strapless, knee-length chiffon dress. The gathered bodice is decorated with hand-sewn diamonds and beads and lined with satin. Fantasy wear. Henrietta Kant from South Australia. Henrietta's fantasy design was inspired by the animals and landscape of Africa, showing its brilliant sunsets and earthy tones. Siobhan Tyleston from Western Australia. My first baby album. The concept of this garment is the difference between the eco-footprint of the 1950s baby compared to a 2008 baby. Brooke Girardi from Victoria. The aim of this project was to construct a pair of evening pants that were suitable for a high-class, wealthy woman that had the same habits, traits and reputation as that of Marie Antoinette. Jessie Ling from Tasmania. Jessie wanted to create a garment that evolved. Beginning with a seed, she created a spectacular garment incorporating the segmented panels of a large ball. Amy Chen from Queensland. The costume, named Purely Jazz, contains many and only elements from the jazz era. This inspired the use of skin-coloured leotard being worn underneath the main costume, reinforcing the theme of Purely Jazz. Elizabeth Beath from New South Wales. The daily headache, only $1.50. Keep up to date with all those things that give you a headache. With climate change, death, war, housing, drugs and underage alcohol abuse gracing the front pages of newspapers nationally and internationally daily, we need to stop and think about the consequences for every action made. We are having a negative impact on our youth of today. Jacqueline Woods from South Australia. 2008 celebrated 100 years of scouting. This inspired Jacqueline to design a garment that may see scouts well into the future and even into the space age. Brie Ellett from Victoria. The inspiration for the garment has been citrus, fruit and lime. As you can see, Brie has focused on the vibrancy of the colours and the patterns found in the fruit. Amber Williams from New South Wales. Blunderbuss, firing and cutlass rays, this particular garment just might get you a date with Johnny Depp. This fantasy garment was inspired by the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. Natalie Mybus Liberoni from Western Australia. This garment is based on the elements of both the Carnival of Rio and the features of the exotic bird, the bird of paradise.